Welcome to the Business Women Australia podcast show, the podcast that brings together industry leaders to discuss the latest trends, insights, and strategies. So sit back and relax. Let's get inspired by the amazing women who are shaping the future of professional women in Australia. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So welcome everyone to our Business Women Australia podcast show. Our topic today is $1 Million Dreams and your path to financial freedom. So I've got a great guest today who actually, you know what it's like to grow up in a home that actually struggles with money. And you've watched your parents move from China to Australia, and with watching all that struggle, you've actually now found your passion in helping other families and businesses follow their $1 million dreams and get on their path to financial freedom. So with nearly 2 decades in finance, you've now helped publish a book, so Your Best Life. And you continue to work with clients around Australia to help reach their lifestyle goals and aspirations. So welcome, Helen Nan.
Thank you, Leanne.
We're going to get right into it because you always have a lot of information and we don't have a lot of time. But I just want to start off with, can you just go through into your journey about financial planning and what it is that motivates you?
Okay, so Leanne, we have been knowing each other for quite a while, and you understand I didn't really learn good money management skills from my parents. My parents are educated professionals, but they struggled on the earning and spending treadmill. They didn't really have any financial plan in place, and they spend most of their money on lifestyle and kid education. So they sent me to Australia for the study, and expected me to study hard and get a degree and get a secure job, like the other Asian parents hope for their kids. So after I moved to Australia, I stayed with the Australian homestay mom. At that time, she was in her 60s, and I remember her financial plan. So every Saturday evening, she poured herself a glass of wine and waited for her lotto number to be called on TV and dreaming about how she would spend the winnings. She didn't really win big prize, but she didn't really win any big prize, but she won small prize occasionally, just enough to encourage her to keep buying more tickets. So they are the main money messages I got from my finance parents and also mom. So when I was studying at uni, I read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Reset and Before That. And this book really opened my eyes to the world of investing and wealth. So I borrowed $5,000 from my parents and invested in share markets. But after 12 months, I lost them all during PFC. So I was devastated. $5,000 was a lot of money for students back then. Then I realized that reading a few books is not really enough to be a successful investor. That was the main reason I entered financial planning industry. I understand most people like me don't grow up with a house money manual. So it is my responsibility to empower and educate others with the knowledge and skills I learned along the way. So let's why I do what I do.
And and that's the thing is, a lot of people don't realize, especially when someone's as passionate about what they do as you are, is I think part of that is, we've all heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and we've all got to want to go at it gun ho. But when you come from a place where you know what it's like to actually lose it all and to actually want to help people, I think it's such a special give back to the community, what you choose to do. Yeah. So with that, what strategies do you think successful investors use to build their multi-million-dollar portfolios?
The easiest way to build a multi-million-dollar portfolio is starting early and benefiting from compound interest. So when I look at my affluent clients, most of them have been investing in food assets, properties, and trusts this way, and they are global in general and make money somewhere. They are not really extravagant at all. And if you invest $1,000 per month, assuming 8% every year, in 10 years, you can accumulate $184,000. In 20 years, $592,000. And in 30 years, $1.5 million. And in 40 years, you can accumulate $3.5 million. So it is the power of compound interest.
So when you're thinking about it, because this is, everybody goes, oh, I can do this. They want to jump right in. But what do you think are the three mistakes that people, like the common mistakes that people face when they're making these decisions?
Okay, when people invest in the market and losing their money, and the lady that normally make mistakes, including myself.
Hold on. I'm going to stop you there and just going to get you to move your microphone a little bit closer.
Okay. Is it better?
Much better. Yes, please.
Okay. So normally they make a few common mistakes, including myself, in the past. I think the first mistake is seeking quick wins instead of a long-term investments. So as I mentioned before, easiest way to build wealth is starting early and benefiting from compound interest. But lots of investors take get this quick scheme instead of focusing on long-term investments. The power of compound interest really can help you build a substantial wealth. And the second mistake would be lacking diversification. So it's easy to flip one pen, but it's really hard to flip if the pens tied together. So it is diversification. Diversification across investment markets, products, countries, and investment management style is crucial. And diversifying across time, which means you can invest weekly, fortnightly, and monthly can reduce the risk of the time in the markets. So if you're a new investor, but investing in diversified portfolio like exchange traded fund or index fund can be a good option for them. And last but not least, lots of people can't control their emotion when they make an investment decision. So when market rises, you may hear from your friends and family how much money they are making and how well they are doing with their investments. And you hesitate first, then you eventually buy your investments. And soon after you buy your investments, the market starts to drop. And when market drops below the point you paid for, you realize you are losing half your original investments, and you feel like a panic attacking. If the market continues to drop, you may have to sell your investments. And surely the market will rise again, and you are sitting on the sidelines and realize the opportunity you had, you are forever lost. So that is how people lose their money in the bad markets. So there are biggest opportunities in bad markets, but lots of people act oppositely. So for me, I buy in that market, and then I can buy shares and manage fund with a cheaper price, like we do the shopping during the sales period.
So, and that is the hard thing. We saw it. As much as we've got a little bit of a COVID hangover, when COVID hit, there was a lot of people suddenly wanting to race in and draw their money out, thinking that they're going to lose it all. And then you've got other people who did stay in for the long game and managed to recover, what they were potentially losing as well. So I want to go on to the big thing is that why do you think people actually struggle to stick with their financial plan?
it's hard to stick to their plan. It's hard for everyone. It's not really easy to follow the plan unless you have someone keep you on track and accountable. But I think for those individuals can be categorized into two types. So for those who lack of knowledge and skills to manage their money effectively, and those who understand what they need to do, but they just struggle with the execution. So like we all know if we want to lose weight and get kids, we need to do the exercise and stick to the health diets. People just don't do that. So it's not really knowledge problem, it's an execution problem. So for the first type, I would like to say education is the key. So you need to learn before you can earn. So building a strong foundation in financial literacy can help you make informed decisions and manage your money more effectively. And for the second type, I would say it's taking action.
So what was that one?
Taking action.
Yeah.
For the second type, yeah, it's taking action. So you can start from small, not wait until you have $1,000 a monthly surplus to start investing, because that day may never come along. I saw so many individuals diving into the intense exercise just to pay after 2 days with your aches and soreness in your body. So same principles apply to training. So if you start early, if you start small, and you increase gradually, then you don't really feel like you sacrifice a lot of lifestyle for the future. So by doing this, you can build strong financial habits, which can lead to long-term financial success.
So I've got the first bit is learn before you can earn.
Education.
Yeah. Then taking action, because a lot of people, we do tend to talk about it, but actually pulling the trigger and, committing our finances, it is scary. So being brave to take action.
Lots of people don't really know where to start.
Yes. So if someone comes into you and they're wanting to start this portfolio, where would you tell them to start off? What would their jumping off point be?
Okay, it depends on individual circumstances. So if they are younger accumulators in their 30s and 40s, probably they need to focus on two different investment structure. One is non-cheap investments, and the other one is superannuation. And someone in their 50s and 60s, I would like to recommend them focus on the superannuation, because superannuation can provide the best structure for people who close to retirement age. And the superannuation regulation is quite complex. Distribution strategies and everything is quite complex. They need to stick advance if they want to maximize the benefit of superannuation and also push their income savings for the company.
So finally, I just want to touch quickly on, because it's, it is end of financial season, and everybody suddenly goes, I want X, Y, and Z in my tax. What do you think are the best tax strategies to implement for the end of financial year?
Okay, there are plenty of tax strategies we can implement at the end of financial year. But today, I just want to touch on a couple. The first one would be first-home buyers because they don't. I think a lot of people don't really aware of superannuation and property buying for home. People think superannuation is for people with families, but it's not really true. So you can contribute. You can make an extra contribution to your superannuation up to $15,000 a year, and then take out $20,000
Hold on, I'm just going to get you to repeat that one. I
Okay.
just had a little bit of static with that second one.
Okay, so you can contribute. You can make an extra contribution into your superannuation up to $15,000 per year, and you can take out the maximum $50,000 at the end of the day, including earnings when you buy your first home. So when you contribute to your superannuation, you make a contribution. You make a contribution tax 15% instead of your marginal tax rate. So there'll be a tax, income tax. And when you invest in the super environments, the earnings will be taxed up to 15% instead of your marginal tax rates. So the whole strategy is about the save tax when you contribute to your superannuation and invest in the tax effective environments, and then take out the money when you need the money for the first home. And the other one is catching up contribution, unused contribution cap. So you can carry forward unused contribution cap from from 5 previous financial years, so since 2018. So for example, if you make $100,000 per year and your employer contributes 11% of their income to your superannuation, which is the $11,000. And for this financial year, our before tax contribution cap is $27,500. So $27,500 minus $11,000, $16,500 is going to be unused cap you can carry forward for the next 5 financial years. And my client, he's age 67 and he's semi-retired years ago. So he hasn't contributed much to his superannuation, and he sold his investment property in his financial year and realized a huge capital gains. So I advised him contribute $100,000 before tax to his superannuation and help him save using unused cap and help him save a massive income tax from capital gains. So it's how it works. But there are terms and conditions applied for each strategy, so you need to seek advice before you implement anything.
Yeah. And so we're just coming to the close of it. I just want to know, when people want to reach out to you, first of all, how do people find you when they want to talk?
Okay, they can go to my website, and my website address is compoundfreedom.au, and they can book on the calendar website, or they can just reach out to me directly.
Yeah, and just a quick plug, because it is a really good book to read.
Thank you.
I think I've made notes, especially, actually I've made a lot of notes, especially when it comes to, in this book I found that addressing the different types of financial people we are and bringing this into the household has actually been a really good realization to realize, because, sometimes we're here and now people where we're spending money, we're stuck in savings. And I said, we're at the point now where we've been saving, and it also helps you move through each stage. It's such a good guidance. You've got so much brilliant essence, and the fact that your book doesn't have a linear step by step. You haven't put everybody in the same position. You reach out so that everybody, wherever you are in life, there's a place to start.
Yeah, it's never too late. And my book is all about show the complex financial concept by telling couples' story and also their family members' stories. So it's really easy to understand, because when it comes down to finance, people think it's too complex and they don't really know where to start. But when I look at myself, my journey as an investor, and before I became a financial advisor, I was a kind of investor. So it's the same to everyone, because you are specialized in one area, but it's not with the finance. So I understand lots of people when talking about money and they try to avoid or they try to so put off their plan, but it's not too late for everyone to start to organize their finance.
And when they find an amazing and understanding financial advisor like yourself, it's always a good start in life. So for people who are looking for Helen and want to find the website quickly, we actually have all of your details on the Business Women Australia website, because we have had you as a fantastic member for a number of years now. And it is always great advice that you give to anyone who's been connected with Business Women Australia.
Thank you so much, Leanne.
Thanks so much for coming and talking with me today.
And thanks for having me today.
We'll talk again soon.
Okay. Speak later.